The interstellar object known as 3I/Atlas has recently become the center of intense global attention, anxiety, and speculation after several physicists and astronomers suggested the possibility that it may have altered its trajectory in a way that could bring it closer to Earth. The object, detected on July 1st by experts from the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System (ATLAS), is reportedly traveling at an extraordinary speed of nearly 130,000 miles per hour. Its unusual behavior and strange acceleration patterns have led to an explosion of online theories, with many people wondering whether it might be something far more mysterious than a typical comet or asteroid. As debates expand across scientific communities, space agencies, and social media platforms, millions around the world are watching closely as new information continues to emerge. The speculation has only intensified due to several high-profile physicists making bold claims about the nature and behavior of 3I/Atlas, describing it as something unprecedented and potentially artificial. One of the most discussed voices in this debate is physicist Dr. John Brandenburg, who has issued warnings that the object could have altered its course. According to Brandenburg, observations of jets on 3I/Atlas, streams of material being expelled from the object, suggest the presence of a propulsive force strong enough to modify its orbit. This is particularly unusual because the pattern and intensity of these jets do not match the behavior typically observed in natural comets. In a statement posted on X, formerly Twitter, Brandenburg explained that the full effect of these observed changes might be enough to shift the object's path so drastically that it could put 3I/Atlas on an intercept course with Earth. He also shared high-resolution images showing subtle but meaningful differences in the object's motion, claiming that its trajectory estimate demonstrates a consistent acceleration that is difficult to explain through normal astrophysical phenomena. If the object is truly accelerating in a way that cannot be attributed to natural outgassing, then it raises questions about what could be causing this propulsion. Brandenburg has described the scenario as potentially catastrophic if the object continues in the direction some calculations currently suggest. Adding to public fascination and concern is the fact that 3I/Atlas is only the third confirmed interstellar object ever observed in our solar system, following the mysterious Oumuamua in 2017 and Comet 2I/Borisov in 2019. Like Oumuamua, 3I/Atlas has presented unusual properties that do not entirely align with what scientists expect from naturally formed objects drifting between stars. These irregularities have opened the door to theoretical speculation by some scientists who have long entertained the idea that interstellar objects could be probes, debris, or even relic spacecraft from ancient extraterrestrial civilizations. While mainstream scientific consensus remains cautious, the involvement of well-known physicists has pushed this theory into public discussion more rapidly than ever before. One such scientist is renowned theoretical physicist Michio Kaku, who has openly entertained the possibility that 3I/Atlas may be an intelligent visitor from another solar system. In an interview with Newsmax, Kaku explained that 3I/Atlas will soon be passing extremely close to the Sun, and its behavior during this solar flyby could reveal whether something unusual is influencing its motion. According to Kaku, if the object picks up extra energy as it swings behind the Sun, beyond what would be expected from purely gravitational interactions, then it would be a strong indicator that some form of intelligence is steering it. He emphasized that a natural object does not gain energy without a clear astrophysical cause, and if 3I/Atlas accelerates more than predicted, it would be difficult to dismiss the possibility of extraterrestrial involvement. Kaku urged the scientific community and the public to pay close attention to the time window between October 29th and 30th, when the object reaches its closest point to the Sun. The precise measurements collected during this time frame could be critical in determining whether 3I/Atlas behaves like a natural comet or something deliberately controlled. Another prominent voice adding to the intrigue is Harvard astrophysicist Dr. Avi Loeb. Loeb has long advocated for taking seriously the possibility that some interstellar objects could be artificial. His past research on Oumuamua, in which he proposed that it might have been a piece of alien technology, sparked worldwide debate. Now Loeb has turned his attention to 3I/Atlas, stating that from an engineering standpoint, the object appears not natural. He described it as potentially functioning like a mothership capable of releasing smaller probes. According to Loeb, certain measurements suggest the object may slow down as it approaches its perihelion, the point in its orbit closest to the Sun, in order to align itself for a possible intercept with Earth. This maneuver, if observed, would be highly unusual because natural space objects do not typically decelerate in such a controlled manner. Loeb theorizes that 3I/Atlas could be using the Sun's gravitational field to perform a deliberate assist maneuver, similar to how human spacecraft use planetary flybys to gain or redirect momentum. Part of Loeb's reasoning stems from the fact that 3I/Atlas appears to lack a visible tail, which is one of the defining characteristics of natural comets. When comets approach the Sun, their icy surfaces melt and release gas and dust, creating a bright, glowing tail that can stretch for millions of miles. Early reports claimed that 3I/Atlas had a faint tail, but Loeb argues that these claims are unreliable. The object's small angular size, combined with its rapid motion across the sky, can easily create illusions of elongation in telescope images. If the tail does not exist, then the source of the observed acceleration cannot be explained by sublimation, the natural process that creates cometary jets. Without this explanation, the acceleration must come from something else, leading Loeb to explore unconventional possibilities. The intense debate around 3I/Atlas has triggered widespread speculation online, ranging from scientific curiosity to outright fear. Many people on social media have begun referring to the object as an alien mothership, and discussions have spiraled into theories about imminent contact, government cover-ups, and doomsday predictions. The object's incredibly high speed, its unexpected acceleration, and the unusual comments from well-known scientists have only amplified this viral reaction. NASA and other space agencies have confirmed that they are monitoring the object closely, but they have not yet issued any statements suggesting it poses a confirmed threat. Despite the reassurances, the combination of incomplete data and provocative scientific commentary has continued to fuel global concern. At the same time, more grounded scientists caution the public not to jump to conclusions. Many emphasize that natural explanations must always be thoroughly examined before resorting to extraordinary theories. Interstellar objects are still new territory for astronomers, and our understanding of their behavior is limited. It is possible that 3I/Atlas represents a category of natural object that has not been well studied or observed before. Some researchers argue that unfamiliar chemical compositions or structural properties could cause irregular jet activity or unusual acceleration. They also note that early observations of fast-moving, distant objects often involve large uncertainties, and trajectory predictions can shift dramatically as new data becomes available. However, even these cautious voices acknowledge that 3I/Atlas is behaving strangely enough to justify close monitoring and deeper investigation. As the object continues its approach to the Sun, telescopes around the world are preparing to gather massive amounts of data. Scientists hope to determine whether the acceleration stabilizes, increases, or decreases, and whether the object's path bends in an unexpected way during its solar flyby. If 3I/Atlas does show signs of controlled motion, such as deliberate navigation or energy gains inconsistent with natural forces, it would represent one of the most significant discoveries in human history. On the other hand, if the object follows predictable natural patterns as it continues on its course, the more dramatic theories may fade away, leaving behind a better understanding of interstellar debris and the dynamics of objects from outside our solar system. For now, the world watches with a mix of excitement, fear, curiosity, and wonder. Whether 3I/Atlas is an unusual natural phenomenon or something far more extraordinary remains to be seen. The upcoming weeks will likely provide critical answers, and until then, the object's mysterious journey continues to capture the imagination of scientists and the public alike.